This is not just a developer proposing housing. TLC are not a normal developer, they're a care home provider. They know how to look after people and they want to make a difference. We live in an ageing society. I think it touches every one of us and our families, and we know that the population of this country is due to age significantly over the coming years. In fact, the statistics are extraordinary. Through to 2040, another 3.6 million people over 65. And the housing stock we have is just not suited to that purpose. As people age, they tend to stay in their family homes. Those homes become less and less suited to them to manage. They also become less mobile, so more remote from facilities and amenities and people, and they become a greater burden on the care sector, on their families, and on the NHS. Heathbourne Green plans to do something about that, and it asks itself the question, why should the quality of life reduce as you get older? Why not plan for a place where it can actually improve and people can age well in a community where they want to live and enjoy living?
Our primary aim has been to set up an exemplar standard for intergenerational living and placemaking for an ageing population. Heathbourne Green as a combination delivers lots of social prescribing outcomes that in turn leads to happier and healthier ageing that nowhere in the UK currently delivers.
Social prescribing is an international movement based on a collage of ideas that describes the act of connecting to activities, to support, to resources and information that helps to improve our health and well-being. Medical care alone cannot help to keep us well. There are so many factors which influence our physical and mental health throughout our lives. The vast majority of what contributes to our health and resilience are aspects that we would generally associate with a good quality of life. A well-connected community, such as the one being proposed at Heathbourne Green, which is based on social prescribing principles, makes accessing these things as easy as possible.
Good quality housing and accessible green and blue spaces, which I understand are key ambitions for Heathbourne Green, can really help to support the health and well-being of older people. Within this environment, social prescribing enables older people to connect to local activities which matter to them, that can help to provide meaning, purpose and belonging, such as maintaining a community garden. Social prescribing can also help older people to access trusted advice and information about managing their homes, such as energy efficiency or paying bills. As a result, social prescribing allows us to consider and address everyone's needs as a whole community in order to enhance quality of life.
There will be a need for housing. There'll be a need for housing for young people. There'll be a need for care for older adults. One of the important things about Heathbourne Green is that they are providing a novel way to think about these kinds of social processes. We need to reimagine care, we need to reimagine living, and we need to reimagine what housing is.
I'm excited about this development as we need to create socially connected, intergenerational and inclusive neighbourhoods. A diverse range of perspectives we've found can really enrich the fabric of a community, creating vibrant and resilient places to live. So staying true to our philosophy, we also engaged with people in Hertfordshire. So we brought them into the conversation and spoke about the themes that we'd identified to understand their perspectives on it, the challenges that they had, ideas they may have, and their own visions for aspirational in multi-generational living spaces. So we're in this nice place now where I feel we've got a good understanding, and we're excited now because we're looking forward to helping Trulocom make these visions a reality and be true to those conversations and those insights that came from the community.
For us as architects, we're incredibly excited about working this project. It's a very unique project. We looked at creating a whole myriad of different types of spaces, and also about creating spaces for all weathers, because we want people to come out from the houses and come out into the building, around the buildings, the landscape. We've got colonnades, we've got glass canopies, we've got a winter garden where things happen inside. We want people to come around, walk around, interact, participate in things, and be very incredibly engaging. That's incredibly important. That's the thing that's going to make this an exemplary model type of a sustainable community. How a period of 10, 15, 20, 30 years time, this can sustain the human spirit and create places for people to come together and share their lives with.
The Heathbourne Green proposals represent an exciting opportunity for Hertfordshire to look at new models of living. We want to ensure that residents in Hertfordshire enjoy a great balance in their lives in terms of care when they're heading towards retirement, but opportunity for intergenerational knowledge exchange, community building, and the opportunity to engage in a broad range of skills in new communities being created across the county. The Heathbourne Green proposals will help the local economy by stimulating dynamic growth. Hertfordshire is at the absolute epicentre of the creative industries, as an example. With all the large studios in place, we've seen huge growth in that sector. And what that means is people, residents, people moving in and wanting to live in and around Hertfordshire. That adds value to our economy. It means that GVA spend is up and that we have opportunities to engage in one of the key priority sectors for the whole of the United Kingdom right here in Hertfordshire. We fully support opportunities to work with community groups and developers to create the perfect work-life balance for people coming into the county.
I feel the proposal for Heathbourne Green met a clear need in the borough, which would benefit not just only the immediate community here, but also Hertsmere as a whole. It's a unique project. I cannot wait to have it and to be a part of it. Well, I think that will reduce a lot of, not only ill health, but the big thing for me as well is mental health as well. This project will also reduce mental health issues and people suffering and sit in silence, really, sort of isolation, loneliness, not seeing people and not being part of a community.
Live Longer Better in Hertfordshire's mission is to encourage longer, healthier, happier lives for older adults, and that's through increased activity in general. We know it doesn't just have to be physical, it can be cognitive and emotional, which is why I think the Heathbourne Green proposal brings that together really nicely.
We think the project at Heathbourne Green is really innovative and takes all of those concepts of community and how do you build housing along with community resources where it feels like people are going to be well just by living there. We're really excited to be a part of the fabric, the infrastructure. I love to see where business and development and the voluntary sector, as well as public sector as well, blend in to get a community what they need. And I think that's the magic of looking at their vision, is that they're genuinely trying to create a community that can meet the needs. And that intergenerational aspect, I think, is a really touching part to the story. The idea that you've got children who love to chat and older people who are often quite isolated, and you can just marry them together, and that might be through gardening activities or geographical location or something Sunnyside's offering. It's just wonderful.
The insight from the research we've done has informed a new social prescribing model around which Heathbourne Green is designed. The primary aim is to meet the needs of an ageing population through inclusive and accessible step-free access throughout the public realm. It's going to be the right place to live with genuine connections to improve social infrastructure, access to better healthcare, access to wellness and treatment of illnesses. It's a unique response to a universal challenge.